How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brad the DC Rich Geek, in case you didn't know. Today we're going to be doing a very simple review of the True Moves Shazam and Wonder Woman figure. I'm sure that most of you have already seen Shazam, so we'll get him out of the way quickly. And then Wonder Woman, who, again, this is going to be a very simple, quick review, but we're going to spend probably a little bit more time on Wonder Woman because she's brand new. So let's start with Shazam. So for starters, here's the front of the packaging, which you've already seen. We know it's got the logo, the figure, the True Moves logo down here. On this side, we have an image of Zach Levy Shazam, another logo. Here's the UPC code for those of you who actually would like to see it. On the back, we have another image of the figure with some really cool design work there. And then on the very, very bottom, we can also see that you can get the True Moves Dr. Savannah, which I will likely pass on, not that interested. And then on this side of the package, we have a couple more images of the figure and the various articulation points right here. All right, let's take them out. Out you come. Oh, wow. These are always kind of really stuck in the box. And then all these little bits here, let's just pull them right off. Shazam! Oh, crap, he doesn't fit. Hang on a second. Back you go. Back. Nope, still doesn't fit. So adjust the camera. Whoop. There. Now he fits. Just barely. It's because I'm using the star background, and as you can see, it's only so big, so I gotta zoom in just to the edge of the paper. There, good enough. So this True Move Shazam figure, for one, it actually does the exact same thing as the rest of them in that from the knee down, you'll notice that these figures are just molded from the color of the boot, right? So Superman from the knee down is molded in red, you know, Batman is molded in black. So the same thing happens here with Shazam. You got the really cool sculpted detail of his boot, but where it should be red for the bottom of his leg, it's just the same color as his boot. I get why they do that, keeps the cost down. Same thing here for the arm. For these guys, the sculpting detail is actually pretty good because you have the texture of the suit, the lightning bolt on his chest with all of the proper sculpted detail, and even right here, you've got the little medallions there, and they have the logos there that hold his cape on. So, I mean, these are sculpted well. His belt going all the way around. Like, they're a fine looking figure. Their body proportions make them maybe perhaps a little bit tall and slender, but they're certainly not terrible figures, and these are perfect. Like, my youngest boy loves playing with these taller figures, so these are perfect for the age demographic that they're actually targeted at. For the face, they do appear to have used some sort of face scan technology as becoming, you know, the industry standard, the norm for mass-produced movie-based action figures. And this is actually the same face sculpt as this figure right here. It's the same computer-generated face sculpt, and also as this one. They're using the exact same faces on all three of these. They've just enlarged it. So that tells me with the face scan technology on the computer, they can really make sure they get the face right, and it's the same all around. You have consistency. And as far as I'm concerned, consistency is really important. You're wondering why he's still in the package, because I haven't reviewed him yet. I better pull him out. That was just a teaser. And the next one, the one that I'm the most excited about, is the Mattel True Moves Justice League comic version of Wonder Woman. We first saw her at Toy Fair in the Mattel booth, and a lot of us were like, oh, that looks pretty cool, actually. She looks like she might actually be a very cool figure. So we're going to open her up and have a look. Here's the packaging. Got the Wonder Woman here on the front, the Justice League logo, True Moves. On the side, we have another image of Wonder Woman right here. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up, sort of sideways on an angle if my camera focuses. There she is. On the back of the box, we have another image of Wonder Woman with I like the blue and the red colors for these, I really do. And then the gray background. We have the Flash and the Superman, they'll be in the video as well. I've already reviewed them and opened them up. And then we have more images of the figure, and we have all of her articulation points. Oh yeah, by the way, where's that UPC code? Right here. Let's put that there so that you can scan it or do whatever you want to do with it. There it is. All right, Diana, out you come. Oh, wow, that was not what I was expecting. Let's pull off her thing, and here we have her. Wonder Woman. I'm really stoked. This is my favorite True Moves Wonder Woman, absolutely hands down of all time. It's the only one I own, but it's because it's the only one that's ever tickled my fancy. It's the only one that's piqued my interest. Now the first thing I wanted to do is focus on this really, really epically awesome face sculpt. I don't know, guys. I really, really like this. I like this so much. I think that it really captures the look of Wonder Woman's facial features, the compassion and the strength, all encapsulated in this face sculpt. I really like it. I know that it's probably still the same scan technology, or supposed to be scan technology, that they've used with the multiverse one. I just don't see it being the same thing. Look, don't take my word for it. Here's a comparison of the two. They're clearly not the same face sculpt. Like, not at all. This one's rounder and the cheeks are a little bit more puffier. While this Wonder Woman, the True Moves, her chin's more angled, her cheeks are definitely more chiseled. The look in her face, I mean, taking away the paint apps, you still, in my opinion, have a completely different head sculpt. Only thing I would have done differently, actually, is change the fact that her hair is a brown color, a very dark brown color, but it's brown, and her hair's supposed to be black. Wonder Woman has always had black hair, not brown hair. I will likely end up repainting this one, but I really like this head sculpt. And now, the rest of the body, too, it looks fantastic. She's in her Rebirth duds, as you can see. So she's got the battle kilt there, the battle skirt, the Wonder Woman belt. All the detail has been sculpted in. She's got the big bird W on her chest. Got the arm bracelet there, and it's actually a separate sculpted piece that sits there. She's got her bracers on here, like that. So far, I also want to point out that her paint quality, although it's simpler, it's definitely neater than the Multiverse one. This one doesn't have as much paint scuffs, but to be fair, things like her boots have not actually been painted. They have just been sculpted in the color, but this works. This works for Wonder Woman. It's okay. It really is okay because her boots are a red color with gold. They did cheap out and not paint the boots. I'll likely paint those myself. But her boots do end up here at the top of her knees. Even with the Multiverse one, you can see where they end, and that's comic accurate. They actually end here, so I'm okay with that in comparison to Shazam and the rest of them, where they've clearly done things, you know, on the cheap. This is still on the cheap, but it doesn't make it less comic accurate, I guess is what I'm saying. But overall, for the scale, for the price, these retail for $9.99 in the States, $12.99 in Canada. These are fantastic. These are the best True Moves I've seen. Let's do her articulation and then bring in some of the other True Moves to do a final comparison for all of them and then end the video. Wonder Woman, just like the rest of the True Moves, has her elbows that are on hinge swivels, and they can go up about this far before you have to turn them up like this to get more upwards movement. Her elbows, they're on simple 90-degree rotating hinges. I like that. I like it when they rotate, or they're almost 90 degrees. Not quite, but almost. The wrists swivel around in a circle. Nothing in the waist, which we know, as far as these figures go, they never have anything in the waist. The groin, as we know it's going to have that hinge that, if it wasn't for her battle kilt, her battle skirt getting in the way, there'd be a lot more movement, but that's still pretty good. They go out that far, and back is not usually a thing that you have to think of because all their butts get in the way. And then, of course, she has the single jointed knees that crunch up 90 degrees. And that's it. Nothing in the ankles, no rotation there, no rotation at the leg. But these are True Moves figures. And so this is what you get. And this amount of articulation is what's been marketed towards, you know, the 4 to 6 year olds. And I think it's perfect for them. For the Wonder Woman size comparison, I've brought in the only other two Rebirth Wonder Woman figures I have. This is the DC Icons, this is the DC Multiverse, and this is the True Moves. She's definitely much taller, but what did you expect? She's a 12-inch figure, and these are supposed to be 6-inch figures. And then for this next comparison, I couldn't help but bring out Aquaman, Superman, Batman, and Flash, all True Moves figures, and think, dude, we are so close to getting the League. All we need is for that Hal Jordan to come out. Please give us a Martian Manhunter, a Green Arrow, a Black Canary, a Zatanna, and I'll be happy with that. But yeah, these all look fantastic, and I am so stoked they made these for the kids and adult collectors alike. Mostly for the kids, but hey, aren't all collectors big kids anyway? Ah, heck. Let's pop Shazam in there too and just put him in with this comparison so we can see him alongside the same ones. Yep. Looks fantastic. Anyhow, that's about all the time I have today to devote to these two very simple True Moves Wonder Woman and Shazam action figures. Hopefully, if you haven't seen her yet in the toy aisles, this will give you a really good idea of what to expect. Oh yeah, and here's that paint rub I told you I was going to show you that I forgot to show you that I'm now showing you. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, found it a useful waste of time, informative, anything at all, please leave a like on it so I know you've enjoyed it. If you want to become a super friend, join the DC squad, hit the subscribe button. If you do, remember to ding the bell so you get notified of new videos, and I'll see you with the next one. Have an awesome day, and take care of each other, super friends. Bye for now.